Hey guys, it's Fyller here. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to make an Excision style bass line that I made for my Party Ticket remix recently. And it's going to be out on Beatport shortly. This is what it sounds like. It's a party ticket. It has that metal clanky sound to it. Really sick sound, so I'm going to show you how to make that today. So let's get started. Let's open up our Massive. Set your first oscillator to the screamer setting. Keep your WT position at the same intensity all the way to the left. You're going to set your bend to plus. And that's it for that oscillator right there. Pretty simple. The next thing you want to do is you want to get to your filter 1 and you want to set that to a band reject filter. Your cutoff wants to be to about 1 o'clock. Your bandwidth all the way to the right, and your resonance is going to be pretty high on this one. It's going to be about 3 o'clock. Next thing we're going to be doing is actually messing with the LFO that we're going to put on that filter. You're going to drag your LFO 5 to the cutoff, and you're going to bring it right to about there. Big modulation going on here. Now we're going to start working on that LFO that we just put on the filter. We're going to edit it. First thing you want to do is set it to a sawtooth. Check the sync so it's synced up to the tempo, of course. Bring your ratio to 1/8. Bring the X fade curve all the way up. And that's it for that LFO, actually. The next part of this sound that we're going to be working on is the first envelope that's going to be going onto the first oscillator pitch, which is a big part of this sound actually because it makes it kind of bloopy. You know, it gives it a little bit more 3D effect to it instead of just being a one single hit. You're going to set the delay to about 9-10 o'clock in between there. Your attack's going to go... Your attack is going to be a little bit more than your delay. Your level is going to be fine. Decay is fine. Level is going to be all the way up. S-loop's fine. Morph is fine. Level is down. You're all good. Release is fine like that. That's it for that first envelope that we're going to be putting on the pitch of the first oscillator, and you're going to raise that up a full octave to 12. The next thing you want to do is mess with your envelope 4, which is very important for this sound because it affects the sound as a whole, not just any certain thing that you drag it to. Well, you can drag it to something, but this is just going to affect the whole sound. So it's going to give it a little bit more dimension to the sound also. So let's edit the 4th envelope right now. You're going to want to mess with your delay first. You're going to bring that to about 10, 11 o'clock, right around there. Your attack is going to be almost 2 or 3, going between 2 and 3. Level's all good. Decay needs to be all the way to the right. Level's all the way up. That's fine. Everything else is cool. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to the effects 1, and you're going to set it to Bronner tube. Your dry wet is going to be all the way to the right. Your drive is going to be about 10, 11 o'clock. That's about it actually for this sound without the omnicide that we're about to add right now. So let's exit out of Massive and go to our instrument channel, which is the Massive channel. And we're actually going to add a small amount of chorus to this sound to give it a little bit more full effect. So drop down to the modulation scroll and pick chorus. And actually, that preset right there is just what we need. That's the only thing you got to do. You don't have to worry about anything else. Don't change anything. So now we're going to add the omnicide. First thing you're going to do is go to the shaper and move it all the way to the right so it's sharp. And you're going to move the body all the way to the right also. Move your gain about to the end of the word gain, and you're going to move the type all the way down to rectify. Then for the band 2, you're going to move the body all the way to the right, the shape's going to go all the way to the left, and then you're going to drive the gain all the way up. You're also going to set this type to rectify. Rectify is just a beefy sound in general. Then you're going to push the volume of this distortion up on band 2. Then you're going to set the band 1 frequency to about 394.4 hertz. Sometimes it's kind of hard to hit exactly on the frequency that I'm telling you to hit, but, you know, just kind of give or take a little bit on it. And the band 2 is going to be about 1073 hertz. And that is it for this sound, actually. It should sound like this. Still needs some EQing, of course. You can add from it, take away from it. Whatever you want to do with it, you can do with it. Use it in your productions. Thank you for watching this tutorial. My name is Fyller. Check out the Fyller fan page. Check out the iHeart Recordings fan page. We'll be posting more stuff up very soon. It's a party ticket.